Garrett Blevins here with the first day of the intensity block. Had some 3x3 squats that went pretty well today, got up to 605, and also was able to press a little bit more on bench. What I wanted to talk about today, I asked in a previous video for some ideas of video topics to discuss, and one of the things I want to talk about first is kind of what I believe. A lot of people have different views of what Christianity is. They have different interactions with Christians. And I think for a lot of people, they get a misunderstanding of what Christianity is about, at least as far as I understand it. Christianity is not so much about a particular set of beliefs. There's lots of denominations. There are some core beliefs. You know, you believe that Jesus is the Son of God, that He died, and that He was resurrected, some things like that. So there's definitely core beliefs in common. But there's a lot of variation. I think there was a Nicolas Cage movie that came out recently, something about end times type stuff. Some people think all Christians believe that the end of the world is going to look like that, which is not the case. There are numerous traditions and differences of opinion on those sorts of topics. And so I guess what I want to talk about today is how I understand the core of Christianity. The core of Christianity for me is best understood in something that Jesus taught out of Matthew, I believe 25. And in this story that Jesus tells, He talks about sheep and goats, and that at the end of time, people are going to be separated one from another, and put on two sides, like a shepherd separates sheep from goats. And to one side, God says to them, enter into heaven. And they ask why. And the reason why is that they cared for those who were in need. They cared for the hungry by giving them food. They cared for the thirsty by giving them something to drink. They visited people who were in prison. They helped those who were sick. They clothed the naked. They showed hospitality to the stranger. And so that is what people who go into heaven are like. These people who are caring for others, and they do it in the name of the Lord. They do it because they are representing God. On the other side, there are other people, and these people seemed almost to have expected to get into heaven and are surprised that they're not allowed to enter, and they ask why. And the answer comes back is that they saw somebody hungry or thirsty or naked or in prison or sick or whatever the case was, that they did not help. And that when they did not help one of those people, it was as though they did not help God Himself. Jesus says, if you did not do it for the least of these people, then you did not do it for me. And likewise, if you did do something for the least of these people, these who are in need, then you did it for me. That's how I see the core of Christianity and what Christian people really are supposed to be like. Again, there are beliefs that should accompany that, but at the core of Christianity is a care and a concern for other people that is done specifically because God has cared for us. I believe that Jesus not only saves us from our sins through His death and obedience to the Father, but also Jesus teaches us how we are supposed to live. It's not just, Christianity is not just about a get into heaven free card because Jesus has paid, our debt for what we've done wrong. It's much, much more than that. Jesus has given us the tools so that we can live lives that honor and serve God. So that's a little bit of an overview of how I would try to describe my faith and what I believe Christianity is about. Hope that makes sense. Wherever you're at, hope you're doing well. Blessings.